lock specifically?
It does break.
I put away the joke's on you. I actually had something propped up against the door. You'll still be able to easily get to it now with the mace, but
yeah. It's still attempting to open the door.
Okay.
Whatever process that involves.
I guess at first I'd take the basin and I would take it like down, like from the top down. So stone basin and the.
That's pretty much all that was left.
Yeah, there was a small table.
Lurching body on top of or under a bowl with a rock in it.
Well, there's also like the tables and like the actual alchemical equipment.
Am I able to get the door open?
Yes, just in time to see a corpse explode. With one final howl, the corpse explodes, and then dog and human bones are covering the room.
I step into the room, I close the door behind me.
The broken door.
I say in a very...
There's also another body in the room drained of blood.
Say in a very quiet voice, you want to tell me what you just did?
I think it's very obvious. I tried to fuse...
That's a 20 intimidate.
He brutally fucked a werewolf.
He fused wolf and human DNA together. I don't even, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's what I did. Can you please cast water? This is filthy.
I'm gonna take out the skull. If he's lying, kill him. And then I'm going to say...
If that hurts me, this Caesar is going inside your eyes.
Was it a lot? Well, actually, yeah, roll a percentage. 10. No, 6. Was it alive when you started?
Quite possibly. The one the one that isn't exploded was, I believe. I think he bled out. Because I actually did check that one. I didn't check the other one.
Does the skull do anything?
Nothing happens. No. It just looks like a skull.
I told you as I did. I tried to fuse things together and then things went wrong. It was not my intention for things to smear all over me, and you...
Just open the door and a whole bunch of body parts and shit just hits you, and you walk inside and shut the door behind you.
I roll perception to notice.
Oh.
You don't have to.
Well
I
then,
don't, if you looked anywhere in that direction...
You saw a whole bunch of blood and guts go through the doorway, and you also heard a corpse exploding and howling.
Well, Bob Short for Robert thinks, I wonder if there's anything in there I can use. And walks over there.
I'm going to say, if you ever do this again, make sure they're alive. Because if it seems like you're performing the necromantic arts, I will end you.
Oh, necromancy.
You do see many things you could probably use.
Then I walk back out of the room.
I look at you as you walk out. By the way, if you can get any flesh or things for me, I can also use that in the office.
I'm going to move past them as he stops him. I'm going to move past him.
I'm going to walk out of the camp.
But
Shiana decides to come help you look for things in here.
Alright.
Although she's not helping you look for things, she's pretty much keeping what she finds to herself.
Oh. I look at Shiana, pet her, and say, help me find things for your father.
I'm going to now find a tapestry or some kind of cloth.
You find, pelts and whatnot.
Okay, I'm cleaning myself off.
I'm gonna follow Valky.
Out of the camp?
Yeah. Hello.
When I notice you approaching, I'm going to turn around and give you my best fuck off glare that I can achieve.
Somebody's cranky.
Somebody rolled a 1.
So he tries to glare at you, and somehow his face just turns upside down, and he smiles.
He's a joyous to see you.
It's like I broke my neck. And
I think it would be more I try to glare at you and I start to cry instead. that seems more in line with what I'm feeling and with what that would...
So he starts crying. She starts crying.
I'm gonna hug her.
You are aware that I'm covered with guts?
You can in fact see the copious amount of blood and guts that is covering the entirety of the front of her body.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm going to hug her, and then I'm going to leave her alone.
I'm
And then I'm gonna yell at them.
It's like
I
human
saw
blood
you
plus
go to the
werewolf. No,
gonna
werewolf blood plus werewolf hair equals question mark.
I'm going to yell at you because I know she would. Well, you both walked out of that room where she went in. I'm just
Yes, but y'all are all the way over there. I'm
like,
in another.
I'm going back in.
I'm not in that area. I didn't stay inside the blood room. I went to go clean off.
Yes, she was not in the blood room. She was at camp. I hugged her, and she started crying. Then went back into camp to proceed to yell at you because I saw you leave the room with her.
Okay.
Okay. So the fish comes over and starts yelling at you for making the human cry.
What the fuck
human.
did you do to her?
Well, you see, she does not understand privacy.
I exploded my rocky jizz all over her.
Why was it red?
Oh,
find-
no, that was a lie.
Decent bit of shrubbery that I can be on the other side of from the camp.
It
And
was.
take off my clothes, wash off my body and the clothes,
It was all blood.
and then just sit and pray for a couple minutes while my
Stuff dries.
This will take quite a while because I'm wearing scale mail.
What happened to make her so upset?
Roll
Was it
craft
the-
on that altar.
Was it the part where you didn't listen to me where I said there was like a corpse explosion? Or was it the part that
Sweet Lord Almighty.
she got
16
covered
wall.
and said a corpse explosion? I'm just not sure what to say to you.
Events happen.
Just don't do it again.
No promise.
It's a pretty good altar. It'll get the job done.
I feel like making a religion check would be appropriate at this point.
Sure.
Like for them. Like him if he cares, although I don't think he does. But
No,
but for her, for asking what happened. Because with a decent religion check, you could make a pretty good guess for why I'm upset.
Probably.
You are an idiot. You are a fucking failure.
Oh my god. No.
Like, you have, like, the shittiest eye-hand board.
You broke the bear. Like I saw him pace out there, and when he paced out there, he was,
Like, he almost socked you.
He really did. I would give him a minute.
dude. Don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
feel you.
Give
Yeah,
him a minute.
That was...
Like
He tried
really-
to throw something and then hit Chris.
Oh, tell him what the fuck.
And he almost socked you in the face, man.
I would just sit down for a moment. Because he was experiencing what his character was feeling. And
'Cause
then you
that's
hit
what
him
he
in the
does.
face.
I'm just gonna
Sit in the corner.
You don't have to sit in the corner. It just... I would be apologetic once he comes in.
That probably hurt a good bit too.
Yeah, that was the metal bit of the...
How to
Hold.
pause this?
I don't know.
Me neither. I don't know how it
Go to
works on
tools?
his computer.
Well,
We'll figure it out.
Sources.
Yep,
Told
stop. Pause, Lou.
Do you need a hug?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was gonna make a religion check.
Oh yeah, do that.
Religious check.
Religious. Pass me to Poopy Papa Poopy Pat. Tom. Poopy Pat. And make sure I
We're probably gonna stop.
I'm going to hand it to you.
We're probably gonna stop in like an hour though,
Do you wanna
because
Okay.
I'm hungry. He's got school and I've got a double.
Okay.
But I'm hungry.
are you going to want to go to a place, or do you want to go to
I'm going to a place.
volleyball?
I'm going to a place.
They're both places. So. Do you want to go to, like, restaurant place or a
Either McDonald's or Waffle.
I rolled a five.
Or
What?
A 5? Plus what?
Technically, getting another glass would be finishing the tea. Everyone's been drinking it.
Bob's short for Robert feels a great pain in his heart. And he wants to apologize to Valky for some reason.
What's your intelligence, Luna? Because you're
Oh,
pretty,
intelligence?
yeah, your character's pretty smart. You might just know.
Give me my paper time.
I think it'll be a plus 4,
Five.
which will be a 9.
Fine.
Actually, no,
it's plus 3. It's 8.
It's plus 3, but bards get half their level on knowledge checks, starting I think at level 2.
Oh, yeah.
So you get
A lot.
plus
I know.
3. So that'll be 11?
And you do know that necromancy is kind of a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do in the eyes of Pharasma, pretty much. You heard a corpse explode. You're smart. Put 2 and 2 together.
Some Sherlock Holmes business. I heard an explosion splattery sound, and then there was a blood and guts everywhere.
Just make sure.
That she doesn't see you do that again.
Just make sure. Just don't do necromancy. Ever. Or. Yeah. She'll get upset again. Her being
Oh,
upset
shit,
is not
I
nice.
wasn't doing it.
Well, I don't care. Don't do it. I don't give a shit what the fuck you were doing. I don't care if
do
you were,
necromancy.
if
Don't
you were
mess with
furiously masturbating. Whatever you said, just don't necromancy.
Don't do
Don't.
Necromancy.
McDonald's wants you to stop.
McDonald's, what?
Stop! Get some help! Michael Jordan here. McDonald's have given me the opportunity to talk to you. Don't do necromancy. No, stop. Get some help.
Okay.
Okay. Don't do drugs or don't.
Also, thanks for the advice. May or may not take.
This is a corpse. This is necromancy.
This is your corpse
your
on necromancy.
corpse on necromancy.
Which corpse is
This is it!
This is a dead body. This is a guy who lived a life and died. This guy did necromancy.
Who's more dead?
Who's deader?
On with the game. The show must go on.
Don't do necromancy, kids.
So-
Oh wait, did you want pause the recording? Okay.
Are the players gonna go to? Or are the characters gonna go to sleep now?
Yes.
Do I have?
Good night, motherfucker.
No. The...
How do
Let's
you-
see, he already left. I'm going
tell her you're
to...
busy and hang up.
Do we want to do anything
Do
else
what?
with these other people before we kill them?
Huh?
Do we want to, I'm asking the party. Do we want to do
Uh,
anything else with these other
In a
people
minute.
before we
I
kill
might be a
them?
little bit
But
late.
weren't you in
Alright,
Texas?
oh yeah,
I'm in
I'll do that
Madison.
once I come back, right? That.
Alright. Bye.
I'm going with you. Just saying.
Fine by me.
Don't use all my potato bread right now. I want to make bridge toast with it.
And
But,
Tommy's gone anyway, so I was getting some before it's gone. Sorry.
But
There's the cinnamon bread at least. That'll probably be better. For
I'm going to
French
make this
toast.
the altar
This
right
one's
now.
gone too.
I made it.
Yeah.
By the fire.
It's been here for one fucking day.
Yeah.
You know how I feel every time I buy cheese and lunch meat.
Or anytime I buy anything at all.
Welcome to buying things in a house full of other people, Luna.
Yep.
Don't you
Oh,
don't
most
you feel
people
bad
are
for
not
eating
eating.
other people? Do you know how many times everyone in this house has said, "Hey, please don't eat this,"
And then the next day they look at
it's
it.
been gone. Welcome to living in this house.
Yeah. This is why I don't buy anything for here
Stop
anymore.
complaining about your bread.
But do I have all of the bones and everything I can get on the?
Did you take out each individual bone before you? No.
Not
You've got
before,
like
no.
2, and he hasn't come back, or she hasn't come back since the exploding corpse. So
Then
you've got
I-
2
Hasn't been
like,
that long, but yeah.
arm bones.
Then I'm going to continue with my effort.
Okay.
And after I got all of what's left in here, and I'm going to have.
Yeah, you've got a nice little altar with an offering of bones, and the altar's made of sticks and stones and flowers and nature-y things.
And
I'm
me.
going to walk by that altar and confiscate the skull because I also want to see, or for a few minutes, because I want to see how the skull changed before it was falling apart.
Okay. You take the skull.
Wait, so had you gotten the rest of the bones out of the body then? Is that what you're saying?
No, he went to the room with the exploded corpse.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
You got that skull.
He
Okay.
got that skull.
That's why I was going over to the altar to pick up the. Like,
Yeah, I missed that part.
The jawbone was starting to get longer. That's all. Just the bottom jaw.
What about the any fangs or anything?
Nope, nothing like that.
Should I roll knowledge?
I took it back in the pile and it's like incomplete fusion.
Should I roll for to know what he was doing? Because
you don't know what he was doing in there in the first place. You just saw him pick up a skull and then put it back.
but I saw the never mind.
And you
But,
saw the explosion. I guess you could roll like a knowledge arcana or a knowledge that you have. You could try, but you can always try.
Well,
Oh,
he was
right.
technically doing alchemy.
Well,
You don't know that.
Yeah,
wait,
you
the
don't know that.
the item, like I had to get like a plus 30 to know like a scant amount of knowledge about this. I just wish you luck in discerning.
But I do have a profession of alchemy.
But you haven't seen the
Good
item.
luck.
You don't know what happened. You just know he took 2 bodies in there and one of them exploded.
You don't
Alright,
even know
then.
that I took the 2 bodies in there
Knowledge,
because you only know
I
it
think.
exploded because you were unconscious.
No, I was awake at the
No,
time.
he was awake when you took the bodies in there.
But it doesn't matter because I
He
rolled
was
an
in the
11
other building.
overall.
Well,
Oh,
it's in the
well,
other
you don't
one.
know it anyway.
Alright, anyway, so, still doing whatever. Has she come back yet?
I'm going to be out praying about 10 minutes and I'm going to put all my clothes back on and come back.
Okay, what does Josh do?
So I'll probably be gone like 20 minutes total.
Oh, so Josh is just laying in the grass, the blood-stained grass.
Alright.
No,
But
I'm not
I'm-
laying in front of that. I'm laying over away from that.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask in the common and see if the...
Oh, you're just gonna like pray at your altar?
Yeah,
Alright.
but I'm also going to ask Shiana, I think her name is... I haven't memorized these names like I should have. But,
Okay, I just memorized them like last session.
but anyways,
I'm
so...
listening to those videos, it helps.
Yeah, it really does actually. That's the only reason I know them.
But I asked Shiana if she knows any certain bones that she prefers in common to see if she'll point to anything.
She
She's
doesn't
probably
speak
snacked
common.
on those.
I know, but
She won't understand.
or handle animal.
But she still won't understand what you're asking.
Mm.
She
Yeah,
can't,
that's a
she can't
complicated-
understand the words, yeah.
A lot of the stuff I ask her to do is stuff I can communicate by gestures, you know.
Well, then
I'll
I
send
hold
it
up
to-
2 bones and say, which one?
That could work.
Which 2 bones are you holding?
Just different bones until I find her favorite.
Pick. Yeah.
That's a lot of bones.
Yes, there are many.
You
bones in
spend...
the body.
Because she's going to be gone for 20 minutes, so there's not much I can do until then.
102? I don't remember how.
After about 30 minutes, you pick up a femur, and she sniffs it, and that's the only one she sniffed, but there's no meat on it, so she just turns away.
But now she's back.
Ish.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask if you will please help me finish. If you're in the mood for it.
Oh well, yeah, I'll go back over and continue to get the rest of the bones out of the bodies over there.
So you're just going to use 900 and something bones, almost 1,000 bones, to just offer them to a god?
I figured I
Yes.
would just get the bigger ones. you
Bigger
know?
ones? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
the
about
arm
the
and
same.
leg, maybe the ribs, skull, that
And
kind of
some
You now
meaty
possess Dracula's rib.
some meats and stuff.
thing. Ugh.
Possession.
Yeah, I could do that.
Hi.
Good evening.
Okay, so your altar, it's a good altar, it stands up, now it's got bones and meat on it. It's taken you about an hour and a half to construct it, so it's about 8, 9 o'clock now.
Alright, I'm going to ask you if I can use the skull to see if I can communicate with Nezro to see if he's pleased. or
Nezro.
To speak with him for a moment.
I'll take it back out. I'll say, "Oh, great Guinevere, please aid Bob in communicating with the great wolf god Nezro," and then I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
Roll a percentage die.
Who's rolling it?
What
Who asked the question?
I did that more, not necessarily with intent to get it to do it with me asking, but I did ask to help him communicate. That
Roll a percentile die, Tom.
I need one.
Roll the one I just rolled. That green one that's inside it. Roll
This?
twice. Yep.
Alright, that is a
70. Roll it again. 75. Okay. So you pray at the altar with the skull in your hands. And then you hear a very familiar voice in your head. I've never been contacted in this manner.
I love this skull. This is a great item.
You know, the thing I hate about it, and this happens more often than I feel like it should, I'll pick a number. And I'm like, okay, so percentile dice. If it hits this number, it'll do it. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's see. Whenever crunch some numbers, 75 should about do it. If you get to 75 or above, it'll work. 75 on the dot. And he rolled a 7, and I said 70. I was like, he's gonna get a 5. God.
One day you're gonna learn to stop giving things that are this much based on chance to me.
I can't help it. I really like making chance-based items because you can make them stronger because there's only a chance it'll happen.
That's why I said stop giving them to me.
Look here.
But anyways,
I don't have a reply.
anyways,
At him.
I say to him, I'm sorry, I did not want to burden you in your greatness by using the item to summon you or do whatever it is that it will do. But I wanted to know that if this offering pleases you.
He's silent for a couple seconds. He's like, I like a little bit more meat than bone.
Very
That
well.
is quite a nice altar. Or I guess you would say the word altar. It's not an offering. It's quite a nice offering.
Very well, the next time I will make sure that there is more meat in my offerings. I have also converted one person to believing in
He's
their
dead
great
now.
power.
He's not dead.
dead.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
No, it's just like
Yeah.
he ran away from here and then died to something else. It's like nighttime. He ran into a tree and then a bear took him.
Which means he would go into Nezro's arms even sooner and just had a very morbid thought.
Into his jaws.
So
He just
when
feeds
a
on
character
soul.
dies, they go through the astral plane to the plane. Their soul goes through the astral plane and then to the plane of the deity they believe in.
Sure.
That's what it says in planes. It's to that plane. He's the god of the hunt. He has a giant hunting ground. I don't imagine he's used to getting people coming to his
So yes, the question you are asking, for the first 5 years of this, everyone who goes there will be damned. To be hunted for a little while until this god gets used to having a whole bunch of dead people with him.
That is hilarious. And something that my character probably actually would think of in game at this point as I'm hearing
It's
this.
gonna look like the fucking
Hunger Games?
elephant graveyard. Mine.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's
I'm
like,
not going to bring this up to him, by the way.
it's like
Some people might get a slide, some people, but
Oh,
now that he knows he's starting to get believers too.
But does this as well please you?
And it's not just going to be him. It's going to be him and like all of his like celestial children hunting there. So it's just like not just one giant wolf you have to watch out
Oh,
for.
yeah.
Like this packs of these.
Oh, and the other stuff that's being hunted. A lot of that would be predators to lesser things, like humans.
Yeah, that's because
Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm sure
pretty much
Chimera
hunts
would be.
anything as a good
Yeah.
time. He was like, "Oh look,
I'm sure Black
A large
Dragons would have
dragon.
a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it."
Also, remember we got told that, we don't know if it's true, but we got told that he specifically likes griffins. So there's probably griffins there.
It's like, oh boy, I love multiple fused meat.
Oh.
I love these mixture creatures. It's like a buffet in one.
But
What's your dragon?
Exactly.
but does this please
Except
you
for
as
that's
well?
a little weirder.
I've never had followers before.
And then
You
you
are the-
found Twitter.
You are.
Hashtag.
I see you as the greatest and mightiest of wolves and the most powerful of gods. I'm sure that you can lead them better than all others.
I wouldn't know about that. But I am pretty damn good.
This is hilarious.
Hello?
Then he discovered Twitter.
You
Yeah,
have
just
a
a sec, why?
baby penis. You have a baby
Are you
penis.
sure?
Why?
I don't know. I was watching that episode today.
My asshole burns. My asshole
mean-
burns.
And I mean, it was just a perfect time.
Alright, well,
And
if
my
you're
job
alright,
sucks.
then
Well,
go off or whatever.
He is on the phone. We're being pretty rude.
That's a
Oh,
different
well,
song entirely.
That's fine,
No.
I love that song though.
Which one?
Unless
The one you were
Asshole
singing.
burns?
I actually,
unless now.
I was at G&G and someone was
I've heard
singing
that song
that,
way too
and
much.
I started singing along, and they were very surprised.
Say what?
Da
Alright,
Vinci's Notebook.
bye. Anyways, now that that's over.
Oh.
But does that please you?
I guess, yeah. That is pretty nice. And
Th-
Pharasma said I never had a church. You just won me an astral diamond, kid. And then his voice is gone. He sounded pretty excited.
And like this astro diamond is like the size of his head. It's like he just picks it up in his mouth and is like, "Yeah, I got a chaos emerald."
Once I can tell that the conversation's ended by the look on his face, I'm gonna take the skull back. Thank you, whenever. And then just step her back in my backpack.
I did hear a rattling sound
Wait, what?
coming from the altar.
I step back a good 25 feet.
I stand there looking at the altar.
I'm gonna just like be against the wall and it's like,
What's gonna
I
happen
didn't even
now?
do necromancy. This is bullshit.
You hear a faint cackle, and then the bones start to amalgamate themselves into some sort of form. Not a humanoid form, because they're not all bones to make a humanoid form. But they do start to assemble themselves into a form.
I'm going to yell, "I didn't do it."
I'm going to watch carefully because this could be a few things.
Okay,
Is he trying to kill us now?
so it stands up ish. It's a little wobbly.
Now we're in Dark Souls.
Does a 20 hit your AC?
What?
What?
Yes.
It reels back and it kicks you and does 8 damage. Are you unconscious again?
No.
No, I got
fully
one full. Are we in initiative? What's
That was a surprise round.
so yeah, an oral
Initiative.
Same one as before. Roll again.
That's up to you guys.
Oh my god.
Might as well roll again.
This isn't my fault, guys.
This might be your fault. We're not
18.
sure.
I got a 12.
It actually might be the fault of the skull because
Yeah.
it usually does that.
Yeah, that does seem most likely.
Or
I rolled
because
a
he
19.
used like not yet fused bones.
I doubt it. I doubt
10 total.
I doubt the like science,
18.
like the science thing would cause a spiritual reaction.
Alright,
The
so
bones might be more sturdier at spots, but more brittle at others. Which
Or Nevros is just.
so
fucking
what was
with
the
us.
highest number?
I don't think
I got
so.
a
got
19. I got a 19.
19.
At 10.
I got 12.
Bob, followed by Josh, followed by...
Where am I, by the way? Yes, but I've been there, and I wasn't like actually there. I
Oh.
went to go search for like stuff to wipe myself off of. So I guess I would be inside. Stop moving.
Where did you make the altar?
Right here.
Okay.
But
So,
What's up?
where was I?
That is really up to you. Where were you?
I guess I would have just backed up to
I
roll
guess I'm near
here.
that wall now. I mean, I wasn't outside, but my character person was for some reason, and then just
Alright, so that happens. Shiana pokes her head out. But Bob is actually first. So your thing kicks you.
you get kicked against the wall. Now it's
All
your
right.
turn.
Now I'm going to roll Knowledge Arcana first, and I know shit about it.
Yeah, you're not sure about what it could be.
Now I'm going to roll Knowledge Nature.
Do you have to roll knowledges during your turn, or?
No, knowledges are free actions.
No. I'm going to go ahead and roll that knowledge, the Arcana check, because this isn't my doing.
It's a knowledge religion for me.
I don't even know how to necromancy.
I got a 20.
I don't even know how to reckon necromancy. You know that this is not a natural occurring thing. You know,
Alright.
this is a no deed by nature, which kind of rules out your god, I guess.
18 for me.
18 for
Knowledge
knowledge religion. You can think of a few things that might have done it, but none seem likely.
29 for knowledge Arcana.
You know
Just lost
that
my-
it wasn't you.
Yay!
I don't.
Satisfaction.
You know that it wasn't anything that you did.
I've already yelled in game that this wasn't my fault, so
Yeah.
Now you just know you were right when you said that.
Yes.
What are you rolling?
it's like I didn't do anything, and it's like, wait, did I do anything? It's like thinking, but no, okay. Now, will anyone else believe that?
I'm gonna do knowledge arcana first.
Nope.
Or knowledge religion. 12.
What was your knowledge religion?
18.
You know it wasn't Pharasma or Nezro who did it.
What do I add to it?
Your knowledge for religion. Plus half your bard level.
So intelligence.
I wonder what's.
I'm going.
Spellcraft would find out that if. And again, possibilities are endless
18?
for raising dead.
18.
You know the same thing he did. You know it wasn't Nezro, you know it was not Pharasma.
I'm going to look at you and say, do you think this could have been your skull?
Possibly.
I'm going to look at the giant creature standing before me.
It's not giant, it's about as tall as you guys are.
To-
It's not huge.
They had to
Then I'm going to say, we must
It
put
didn't.
it out of its poor misery. It looks like it's in terrible pain. Now I'm
As you
going.
say, with like the foot imprint on your chest, it's like it must be in terrible pain. It's like bleeding a little bit.
I'm going to drink my vomit swarm and. let my
You're going
swarm-
to incur an attack of opportunity because it's right in
Oh,
front of you.
never mind. I'm going to back up a step so that my.
Move action. And I believe you're also still kneeling and down on the ground.
I'm going to crawl.
So you crawl 5 feet away,
And. Oh,
drink it from the ground. Okay.
ah,
There's no...
vomit swarm.
Actually,
It's from the spiders
Never
right here.
I'll get up. Pardon?
And then it's Shiana's turn. She goes back inside.
None of that.
Does the vomit swarm able to hit this round?
Not this round,
No,
but
it's
it'll hit next round.
Right. At least puts me something in between me and it.
Yeah. Not a bad
Kind
deal.
of.
Though you have to understand the swarm's consistency. The skeleton could then poke its hand through the swarm
Alright.
and grab you and be like, no.
If it had reach.
Yeah, if it had reach.
Also, remember swarms are 10 by 10.
Yeah. So it is actually taking damage right now.
Just you're also in your own
I
swarm.
assume here.
That's fine. They won't bite
Well,
me.
the red pig was this. Well,
Yeah, so it's here. I'm glad you said that.
Well, that was the skeleton, I assume.
No. Oh yeah, it was. The red
Oh,
thing
that's-
was- I'm sorry. I'm just
I was
dumb.
looking. I was like, "That's a weak skeleton."
I'm just dumb.
that's
So-
a barrel.
Alright.
So the swarm does
1d2 plus poison damage if I'm correct.
yes.
Poisoning skeleton. Ballsy.
Oh no, marrow poison.
That's
yeah.
called cancer.
Is Death Knell still active?
How long has it been?
At least 30 minutes.
No, it's been a while. It's been like 2 hours-ish.
Oh, right, because he did the thing.
Because he's been setting stuff
Damn
up.
it.
He was experimenting.
Damn it. That was going to help a lot.
What does Death Nail do?
To give some stats.
Temporary hit points, temporary strength, temporary bonus caster level.
Do I gain anything yet from Nezro to help me fight the giant
You
monster?
don't have that level.
Yeah, you haven't leveled up yet. You may have leveled up, but you haven't leveled up.
Yeah.
Josh, your turn.
But I know my next level, and if he gives me
Turn
a
around.
familiar,
Tom.
then
Turn around. And give me that book.
I'm not going to throw it because things happen whenever I throw things, apparently.
Yeah, actually.
That is general cost.
Oh, yeah, I never did actually do Death Watch, did I?
Oh, I forgot about that. That's alright.
Thought about it very hard.
What would Death Watch do?
Tells me if something is a lot, if it's healthy, dead. Actually, it might tell me specifically
Oh.
if something is undead.
Will Identify help me with this? Knowing what it is? It gives me plus 10 bonus to Identify.
No.
No, no.
Identify is for identifying items.
Okay. That's why I asked.
What kind of noises is this monster making?
None. Just clattering of bones.
Kind of a draw, but I'm not good at drawing bows, so I'm not going
Is it like a creature of nightmare with multiple heads? Like
It's got all the bones that you put on the altar.
to have
Oh.
a lot of skulls.
So, like,
it's kind of nightmarish.
from 4 different bodies?
It is a legion.
Yeah, got lots of ribs, lots of arms, legs.
Are the arms like...
not necessarily hands,
Oh.
because I don't know if you put hand bones on it.
Because hands will be
I wasn't going to cut out all the fingers and stuff.
Some of the ribs have
Does it
attached
even have
to
legs
other
then?
arms to make
The
makeshift
legs, yeah.
claws.
Just not...
No feet.
Yeah.
So this is just a skeletal abomination.
Oh yeah. It's a good thing we didn't take all those.
No.
Okay, so this will help.
Unless you're really dedicated.
Yeah, I mean bones can turn to ash, but that's very very. hot fire
At
for
plus
a long
2,000 something degrees. Which
Yes, that's why I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I said. A very very hot fire or a fire at a long time.
that doesn't
I'm
count
gonna
as
yell at you.
flammable.
Well, it's not your turn. You can't move.
I know.
but-
I'm not- I didn't say they were flammable. I just told you to listen.
I'm gonna cast grease on.
Casting grease on what? The skeleton?
Yes.
That's going to be around the skeleton. That thing's got a radius, so you're
10 foot.
AoE.
That's 10
That's
foot,
going to burn my spiders.
That's going to set everything in that grease, and then if you ignite it, you will set Bob, the spiders, and the skeleton on
The
fire.
spiders also probably aren't going to be doing anything to the skeleton.
They're going to be biting it.
For 1 to 2 damage,
And I'm
with no chance of poisoning.
think skeletons have DR. Like
Well,
a little
only
bit
on,
DR.
I was
only
I
on,
could be mistaken.
Only
Yeah.
on piercing.
I was gonna yell at him to move, but he can't move. Pretty sure.
Would a bite not be piercing damage?
I don't know if a swarm necessarily has.
Never mind.
a-
But
Yeah.
but it does have some meat on
Damage.
it, doesn't it?
No, y'all took the bones out.
But we did put a little bit of meat on the altar.
But not on the bones.
Yeah, and the meat
Oh.
did not animate.
Oh.
So any of it that was on the bones
So I'm
is
just
still
gonna
on the
hit him
bones,
then.
technically, but it doesn't look like anything other than just meat hanging off of a bone.
Could I command the spiders to rip the bones apart?
Nope.
No.
You can only command them to move.
Well,
Never mind. I'm not gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit myself.
you still have another
shouldn't do
attack.
that.
so
I know.
prepare that. You might not hit yourself, you might hit someone else.
Oh, God.
Yay!
I apologize.
You are now dazed for 3 rounds.
You smack your own self in the face.
Do you need me to tell you what dazed is?
Yes.
So
Dazed.
that
You
means she's immediately dazed, isn't she?
you are unable to act normally. You can take no actions, but you have no penalty to AC.
Okay.
So you have no turns for the next 3 rounds.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind, because when I tell you when it's your turn, I'm just gonna wait for you to say, okay, I'm dazed, or take your turn. I'm not gonna tell you when you're not dazed anymore.
Count it yourself. But you are immediately dazed and do not get another attack. So this counts as turn 0. And after Jash's turn, it is Craig.
Already. 1, 2.
Could we burn it in the fire?
And I'm going to.
You can try.
Oh yeah, there is a fire. The grease touched the fire, just went.
I'm going to use the spell shield, and I'm going to try to attack. Let's see, 9 plus 16.
To hit?
Yeah.
You hit.
Alright. 6 plus. So 10 damage.
Okay.
Plus if... I don't think silver deals extra damage to regular undead.
And then it's Valky's turn.
I cast Death Watch.
On it.
It's a cone-shaped 30-foot emanation. Lasts 10 minutes per level, so it'll last an hour. I can determine the condition of creatures near death within the spell's range. I instantly know whether each creature within the area is dead, fragile, which is alive and wounded with 3 or fewer hit points left, fighting off death, which is alive with 4 or more hit points, healthy, undead, or neither alive nor dead.
You can detect that it is undead.
Okay.
At least it isn't an undead golem.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
The thing is just going to pick a person to attack.
Am I gonna get hammered again?
You didn't get hammered last time, you just got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
It
No,
steps.
the last fight I got hammered.
I didn't see you drinking
It's
any
gonna miss.
alcohol.
It's gonna attack and miss Crag, and then it is Bob's turn.
So it missed.
Yes.
That's
Oh, you did the fire thing.
Yeah, so it got within my... So it takes 2d6 fire.
Only if it gets within your AC, but not the fire AC. But not, I mean, the spell shield is what I read.
Okay, so that means...
It's like if it would have hit you normally, but it missed because of
Did
this.
it make a 16 or higher?
No, it rolled pretty low.
Then,
And then it is Bob's turn. Yeah. And the spider swarm is going to move forward. The skeleton is not under it, however.
And it's time to stop recording again.